Welcome back to round 2 of Hot Modern Action here on Tuesday night at GameSwap Mason.
Oh, I see what this guy is doing.
Do you see what this guy is doing? Here is a blue-red Faeries deck. Making me proud. That's a sweet one. Let's see how it plays out.
Against the burn deck.
So it really depends on how how Tony's built his deck. I could see a Faeries deck doing very well against burn.
Yeah, so the reason is Spell Stutter Sprite counters 1-mana spells like super effectively.
Yes, and also blocks super effectively.
Right. So this card is going to be very good at keeping Tony's life total high.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're high against burn for a long enough period of time,
you're just going to get there.
You're going to win the game.
So here's the thing. It goes both ways because Dave's main win condition is probably going to focus around Pestermite and Kiki, and that's very easily disrupted by burn.
Correct.
All right, firing off a fetch into a Sacred Foundry. Pretty standard start for Zach. Let's see if he's got a Goblin Guide.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for him. You know what you never hear? You never hear the story of, like, the Goblin Guide giving the guy the land he needed to, like, you know...
Definitely not going to hear it here. It's a monastery Swift Spear swinging in, taking Dave down to 19.
To, like, do the thing that wins him the game or whatever. You know what I mean? You just never hear, like... man, if he didn't Goblin Guide me, it would have been...
Oh, here's the Goblin Guide for the ages. Let's see what happens here. Spell Stutter Sprite. Don't want it. Gonna go all the way down to 16. Looks like we're gonna have a bolt for this Goblin Guide.
No, I think he's... Oh, okay. He took 3 on the fetch shock. All right.
Nice little shuffle here. How do you feel about green sleeves for your blue-red deck?
I'm into it. I love having stuff like that to throw people off.
Burst Lightning, the Monastery Swift Spear. That's an interesting choice.
Like I kept my during the mono black pack rat deck season.
Mm-hmm.
I would sometimes play a blue white, Fleecemane Lion deck in that format.
Sure.
But I would keep it in like black sleeves with like the black deck box. It'd give every indicator that I'm on the mono black deck.
Man, Dave is not drawing a second land here. He should have definitely mulliganed this, but he's got so much interaction.
Look at this Spell Pierce.
Zach gets a second land here.
Listen, in my opinion, if you're going to play a brew like this...
In your opinion.
Yeah, this is just an opinion. This is just one man's opinion.
One man's opinion. Go ahead. Taylor puts his pants on one leg at a time just like everyone else, but here's his opinion.
I actually don't.
Oh, wow.
I do the sit on the bed and put both of my feet in and then roll back onto my back and pull them up over my legs.
That's really weird. But anyway, tell me your opinion on
if you're
Dave not mulliganing this one lane hand.
Right, listen, that's another... He's just doing it to troll you at this point, man. That's the whole thing. If you're going to brew, you need to... Tony's built his deck in a way that he understands the format is low to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
He's got enough 1-mana interactive spells that he doesn't have to like draw up perfect mana every time.
No, but you need 2.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, you don't have to sell me on the fact that he should have mulliganed his hand.
Oh, come on. Cryptic Command, get out of here. Get right out of town.
It is. It discarded it.
All right, then. Good job, Dave.
Yeah, Tony's gonna... Yeah, he's got enough.
Who? All right, so into the sideboard for Dave. I think we're gonna pull. I think we're gonna pull some of our more expensive interactive spells like Cryptic Command.
Yeah, Cryptic Command's not a very great card in this matchup, but this is one of those things is like, how many cards do we have?
Imagine there's like a couple Dispels, maybe a couple Negates, things like that. You can get maybe a few burn spells out of the board. I don't know what kind of board he's looking at. He definitely doesn't want like Blood Moons, which are likely there.
I don't know, Blood Moon could be pretty interesting here because it keeps Zach off of white, of which those cards are the most important cards in his deck, in my opinion.
True.
Shuts down his fetch lands, so his Searing Blazes aren't as good against you.
Right. I guess it's alright for you if you're going to be casting Kiki at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it's
regardless, it's not really where I want to be.
I think he's definitely be able to find as many cards as he wants to take out of his deck. It's how many does he have to bring in?
I don't know that he does. Like, all of his cards seem like gas against his burn deck.
Cryptic Command?
I mean, yeah, Cryptic Command can come out. Cryptic Command's good against burn if you can get to that point. Like, it would have been fine there if he drew, like, a reasonable hand or kept a reasonable 7.
Right.
Dave got greedy. Is basically
I think he was on
at.
6, and, you know.
Was he on 6? I didn't see him mulligan, but I wasn't paying that much attention, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be fair.
Yeah. So as far as Zach goes, I know he's got Searing Blood in his sideboard. I'd imagine that comes in here. Any number, like these Searing Blazes are live. You want stuff that's going to be able to interact with his early creatures, because that's how he's going to stay alive, is by chump blocking your early creatures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know where Eidolon fits into the game plan. That one might be...
Eidolon seems really good on the play. Not as good on the draw. So I might have sideboarded out, but I don't know that Zach has the sideboard to take those out. He might have brought in core Firewalkers, which I know he's been high on, and especially against a deck that relies on some burn spells.
Tony's hand immediately went to the face when he looked at the 7.
Yeah,
good discipline, Tony.
Good discipline. He's got another confession to make. Going to 6. Smart call.
There was a meme going around with Dave Grohl on it, and it would just replace words to that song.
Oh, yeah?
The best one was, I have another confection to bake.
Oh, yeah.
That was so good.
So good.
Oh, man. And it's not even the same last name. His last name is Groh.
No, it's
Grohl.
just... No, he just misspelled it.
Is it just misspelled?
Yeah.
Is it spelled correctly on the thing?
No, it's not spelled correctly there either. Or his birth certificate, but we know.
You're ridiculous. You are ridiculous.
I won't refute this.
Completely flippin' ridiculous.
What can I say?
Anyway, so he's down to 6. Looks like he kept at least 1 land. Here's the Goblin Guide. Maybe show us the second one. Yes. And Tony looks like he's getting paid here.
Yeah, Tony's
probably just going to get a mountain.
Big money, big prizes. I mean, you can afford to take the whole bolt here if you really wanted to. What mountain is that?
Oh, that is... So these came out during, I believe, the original Mirrodin. There's a whole bunch of promo lands that were a Japanese promo, I think.
Spider Monkey, bring that mountain up.
Oh, he's never gonna be able to find this mountain in a pictorial database.
He's a good spotter monkey. He can do what he wants.
I mean, if anybody's gonna be able to do it, I think he could do it. It's a Montagna.
It's mountain.
It's mountain. It's a promo mountain. So if you find a listing of all the promo mountains, you'll be able to find it out there, spotter monkey.
That is a nice mountain.
It's a really cool one. The forest from this promo series and the plains from this promo series also look really good. They have that mist on them.
Yeah, I don't know the artist, man. Eidolon. Let's see if Dave has a response here. We'll just take 2 and burst lightning it. Listen, Spider Monkey.
It's not from a pre-con. It's a promo. The name of promo. I don't know what the name of the promo was.
I think literally you have all of the information.
I think it was an arena promo. Listen, man, we've given you a challenge here.
Rise up.
Yeah.
Hashtag. Billy Camino seems to think it's 2003.
Look in the chat. Bill Caminos will help you out.
Moonivault's a nice one. Double Suspend Riftbolt is pretty good too.
So Riftbolt, I think, is a premium card here for.
No, that's not.
Nope, that is not the same one that's in play.
Come on. And then he's gonna do it again, all the way down to 10.
So 10's a precarious life total for Tony. It puts him in the 3-card range for burn if one of the cards is a Boros Charm.
True.
And he definitely can't take any more incidental damage.
Absolutely not. He needs a kind of mountain offense here. I don't know what's in his hand.
Mountain offense.
I don't know what's in his hand, but he needs to do something.
Concur. Hopefully, like, he would have like a.
Zach trying to sequence his burn spells here. He does have a Lava Spike, which would be the one to fire off this turn. Oh, a Swift Spear. That seems good. Nope.
So he needs to sequence it. If he wants to maximize damage, he needs to sequence it Swift Spear, Lava Spike, but then he runs into Spell Stutter Sprite, which he saw last game, so I don't know if... So what Tony could do is he could cast Spell Stutter Sprite and activate the Mutavault, which makes Zach have to pay 2.
Not the Beta Mountain on Zach's side. The mountain on Dave's side.
On Tony's side, that's the only mountain on Tony's side. See, Spell Stutter Sprite would...
Alright, so we got a snap.
All right,
there we go.
Snap Burst.
2004 Arena Mountain.
Yes, this was from the original Mirrodin. It was...
Sending 4.
Here's the offense that he needed to mount.
Bring it up. Let's show everybody.
Yeah, this is a beaut.
Lava Spike will drop him down to 4. That's a nice mountain.
I love that, like, that mist that's coming off the ground. It makes everything look so... Mirrodin was supposed to be kind of a creepy block.
Yeah.
Because the Phyrexians were kind of invading, and it was all this, like, twisted metal. So, I mean, that was just...
Well, that was Scar's Mirrodin. Original Mirrodin only passively had anything to do with the Phyrexians.
Right, Memnarch was taking over by the help of the Phyrexians, right?
No, Memnarch was created by the help of the Phyrexians, but...
Right.
Alright, so we'll Spell Pierce that. Zach will go down to 7. This is going to be a race.
Here's 3 damage looming. Let's see. Does he have enough mana to... Can he... So I'm wondering if he has a Burst Lightning in hand, that if Zach tries to kill him, he can respond with Burst Lightning. So
doesn't look like it. He's going down to 1.
Yep, so these fetch lands are irrelevant.
Swift Spear. That'll do it. 2 lands.
Too many land.
Man.
Too few than too many.
Feast and then famine. Yes, Karn created Mirari, which became Memnarch after it was corrupted by the Phyrexian oil on Dominaria, but it wasn't known that it was corrupted by the Phyrexian oil until after Memnarch was dead. So there's a very loose Phyrexian connection there, but
Right.
nobody really knew.
Well, Memnarch was evil nonetheless.
He wasn't evil. He was just crazy.
Oh, okay.
So he was the Mirari gathering information on Dominaria.
Uh-huh.
And he was tasked with creating like a perfect plane. And so he didn't want any living beings on his plane because like on Dominaria all the living beings are just fighting each other. Like that was during Onslaught, everything was killing each other, so
Right.
he just wanted to make everything pure machine. Kind of like the Phyrexians.
Oh.
Anyway,
we've got some time.
we might have a backup match. I don't know how spicy we're going to get. We only have like 16 people here tonight, so probably not a backup match.
Yeah, after the SCG Cincinnati, people have really been kind of taking a break.
I'm going to take a break and get me some delicious Wendy's.
Yep.
I don't know about you, but
What's Wendy's slogan currently?
where's the beef?
Wendy's. Where's the beef?
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us with Wendy's every Tuesday.
Rivulet.
Your colorless island.
Wow, that actually sounds awesome.
Alt Avenge